Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Wicked Bitter channel. I'm Travis. Thank you for checking out this video. If you are new to this channel and you love WWE and its content, this is the channel for you. Subscribe to this channel, like this video for more WWE content. This helps other people who don't know about this channel see this video and see this channel, and then hopefully we can get more and more people to join. And we are trying to grow a huge wrestling community here on Wicked Bitter, and we would love for you to be part of it. So come on in, let's talk some wrestling. Today we're going to talk SmackDown. So I wrote a bunch of notes down for this because SmackDown had a lot of moments. We got to get into it. First of all, thank you for checking out this video. Happy you're here. Happy you're watching this. And please leave some comments. Let me know what you thought about SmackDown, what you think about the upcoming PLE Survivor Series War Games, because we got some good hints about what's coming up for that PLE later on this month. Thanksgiving time's the best time of the year. Okay, let's get into it. I got to look at my phone because I had a bunch of notes written down. But Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso start the show tonight, and it's basically right before Roman can really say anything. Jay interrupts. Jay comes out. He says to Roman, "Hey, I just wanted you to just hear him out." And of course, he's referencing Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn comes out. Sami gets in the ring, cuts the promo, and he cuts a good promo, man. I love Sami. I love when he cuts his promos. It's very passionate. You feel every single word that he's saying. And Sami basically was talking about how he first of all wanted to. He said that what happened at Crown Jewel when he kicked Roman in the face, that was not on purpose. He didn't mean to do it. So just to clear that right out of the way, right? And then Sami goes on to say, about how he was there only for Jay. He said the same thing that he said on Monday, where he was only at Crown Jewel for Jay. But he did at moments feel like when it was all four of them, it reminded him of some good times. They all have their problems. He says, but he still has a soft spot for the OG bloodline. And I thought that was pretty cool. He then eventually tells Roman that he thinks Roman loves him. He tried getting Roman to smile. I feel like he tried to get the guys all to welcome him back and all be all happy and everything like that. It didn't really play out that way. But Sami, I think, kind of confidently said that, I'll turn my back, and if you want me to leave, I'll leave, and I won't get involved in bloodline business, again. But I'm going to leave the ball in your court, Roman Reigns. And so when he said that, he said that he'll do whatever Roman wants him to do. If Roman wants him to leave, he'll leave. But if Roman wants him to join and help them face Solo's bloodline, then he's just going to need one thing from Roman Reigns. And I think this is kind of cool because all these years where Roman is manipulating everybody else, telling everybody that he needs them to do something for him. Now it's like every time somebody talks to Roman, they all tell Roman, I need you to do just one thing for me. Jay needed him to do one thing for him, and then Roman yeeted. And then now Sami saying, I need you to do one thing for me. I need you to apologize. And Roman looks at him crazy. He's like, you want me to apologize to you? And Sami's like, oh, no. The apology is not for me. The apology is for Jay. I want you to apologize to Jay. And so Roman goes up to Jay. He says, hey, takes him a while. He's working up to it. He says, I'm sorry. And then he pauses for a second. The crowd's going crazy. Yes, this is it. Roman continues and says, I'm sorry I let you convince me to come out here and just waste my time with this. And so Roman sounds pretty angry. He says Sami is not our family. He doesn't belong in this, in our business, all that kind of stuff. He said, my business now is with Solo. He yells. He says, Solo, get out here. And as he's doing that, he looks away from Sami. He's done with him. Sami leaves the ring. And then as Sami's walking up to the stage, Jacob Fatu shows up on the screen. I'm doing pretty good for not looking at my notes. I remembered all of this. Fatu pops up on the screen. He says, hey, Solo will do what Solo wants when Solo wants to. So Solo is not going to come out there right now just because you're asking him to come out there. There's the tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, and then there's everybody else. And Roman, you are just everybody else. And Jacob Fatu says later on tonight, you will have a chance. You will acknowledge Solo Sikoa later on in the night. And that's pretty much how the segment ends. Hot start to SmackDown. I love the way it opened. And I love that they're not rushing into the whole Sami joining them right out of the gate and making it that easy. I like how Roman has stayed true to his character. Even though he is now a babyface, he's still acting as the heel Roman Reigns tribal chief character, but with hints of good guy in there. I love it. I just love all of this right now. We go to commercial. When we come back, it's Roman Reigns walking backstage. He's very, very angry. Jay comes up to him, says, "Hey, I just asked you to just hear him out, and I just wanted to talk to you about that." And Reigns just goes, "Nah," and he starts to walk away. But Jay grabs Roman by the arm very aggressively. I was like, "Damn." But Jay said something like, Roman was mad at Jay, saying, "Hey, why do you want Sammy in this? Like, why? He's not our family. Why you love him so much? Why don't you just go find him? Just go be with him." And then Jay said, "Look, man, I already told you, I'm not going to help if you're going to talk to me like that. You're not going to disrespect me, or I'm out." And he said, "This is your one free pass." And then he walks away. He gets out of there. And then Jimmy asks Roman, "Yo, man, what are you doing?" And then Roman snaps back at Jimmy and says, Who are you talking to?" He's like, "Look, if you got a problem with it, you go be with your brother then." And then Jimmy walks away. So now it's like Roman has just isolated himself again. It's like that. It's that heel Roman has appeared again, and it's like he doesn't realize that he no longer has control. He doesn't, and it's bothering him. He can't just boss people around, be angry, and manipulate them. No, because they're all going to snap back at him. And now he's all alone, and he's got to face Solo all alone. So I like the way how that transpired as well. A couple of small things here. I mean, Bayley beats Candice LeRae. I'm not going to dive too much into it. It's really unfortunate that Indy Hartwell got released earlier this week. Same with Tegan Knox. I really like them both. And then my boy Baron Corbin. I love Baron Corbin, dude. Like, I know he has a lot of people who don't like him. I've always liked Baron Corbin. Like, the only time I didn't really care for his character, I've always liked him. I didn't like the happy-go-lucky Baron Corbin. I didn't like that one with the whole, like, jackpot song. I didn't like any of that. But I've always loved Baron Corbin. I've been a supporter of his for a very long time. And it stinks to see him go, but hopefully he makes his way back. I don't want to automatically say he's going to AEW. I feel like that's just, I don't think he would really fit there. I don't know. I could see him going to TNA maybe. But that's another time to talk about all that. But Candice out there with Indy is very odd to see. It's like you're so used to seeing them together, but she ends up losing to Bayley. But it seems like Candice is going to be playing a little bit of a role here on SmackDown in the upcoming weeks, and I kind of like that. One thing I did like backstage, Gargano telling, wishing Motor City Machine Guns good luck on their match tonight, and, he's very happy that they're there, all that kind of stuff. They walk away. Ciampa comes up. He's very mad at Gargano. He doesn't like the fact that he wished them good luck, and because they took his titles, and now they're here. They're trying to take DIY's spot here in the tag team division. So Gargano's very fired up, and he storms off on Gargano. And then as he did that, Randy Orton, of all people, showed up, and I thought he was going to be gone for an injury, but no, he comes storming out. He walks all the way out to the ring. We go to commercial. We come back. Randy's in there. He's calling out Kevin Owens. He's angry as hell, telling him he's going to beat the crap out of him, all that stuff. Kevin Owens shows up. And Kevin Owens has a shirt that says Kevin is right, or was right, or whatever it was. Thought that was pretty funny. But Kevin Owens ends up getting down to the ring. They end up fighting, brawling. Things get, broken up by security, all that kind of stuff, officials or whatever. And then Kevin Owens hits a pile driver on Randy Orton. And I loved this because you don't ever see a pile driver in WWE anymore. And even on commentary, Michael Cole said, there's a reason why that move has been banned by WWE very long time ago, and it's true. I mean, the last time I think we've seen it was when I think it was Raw 1000, where CM Punk hit the pile driver on John Cena during their WWE Championship match. That was back in like 2011, 12, somewhere in there. I'm pretty sure, maybe 13 somewhere in that whole little range there, which is crazy. It's crazy that they did that, and it's awesome that they did it on SmackDown, because once they did that, they got a gasp out of the crowd. They had everybody sell it like it was a big deal. I mentioned doing the power bomb to Randy on the apron to take him out and injure him, but I like this because Randy has back issues. We all know that. So this is a cool way to find a different way to write Orton off TV for a little bit, doing a banned move, a pile driver. I just love the fact that they pointed out that it's a banned move, because it makes Kevin Owens look more dangerous and cerebral than he ever has been. You know what I mean? Hits a pile driver on Orton. He leaves. You got people and EMTs showing up. You got Corey Graves and Cody Rhodes out there helping, like the EMTs trying to get Randy on a stretcher and rolling him out. I just thought the whole thing was perfectly done. It made Kevin Owens look like $1 million, and I think we're going to write Randy Orton off for a little bit. But because Cody was there helping Randy, I think this is going to help segue the whole Cody versus Kevin Owens at Survivor Series, and I loved it. I thought this was all perfectly done. Few things here. DIY defeated Pretty Deadly, and they did so with Ciampa wrestling the entire match. He never tagged in Gargano. It was a quick match, fairly quick match, and it was just Ciampa beating the hell out of Pretty Deadly by himself, like very aggressive, very like heel type of aggression. I liked it. I loved it a lot. I really did. But DIY win this tag team match, and yeah, we got some kind of like tease of disconnect between Gargano and Ciampa. I would love to see them both stay together and not split, but run as a heel tag team. I think that would be very cool. And we also got a little bit of a tease when Motor City Machine Guns talk to the Street Profits that the Profits are going to turn heel. I would love to see that as well, but actually this time fully go on with it instead of trying to turn them heel, but the crowd still chanted for them, so you kind of kept them babyface. No, I want to see them an actual heel run out of the Street Profits too. I think that would be really cool. Bianca and Jay defeats Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton in a tag team match. Candice LeRae gets involved at the end of the match, but she gets fought off by Naomi, so it's something we should look at, maybe a 6-person or a 6-woman tag coming up pretty soon between all of those ladies, but yeah, I like that too. It was cool. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, but Candice is obviously clearly playing some sort of role here. Maybe her position's going to get bumped up a little bit here on SmackDown, where you'll see her a little more prominently. I'm cool with that. I've always liked Candice LeRae, and yeah, pretty cool. Naomi got involved, helped even out the battlefield, but Bianca and Jade look great as tag team champs, and they won another one. Motor City Machine Guns defeated Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, and that's pretty much all I'm going to say about that. Nothing crazy about any of that. But I do want to talk about what happens after. We get Nick Aldis backstage talking about the women creating history in WWE. And then he announces and shows us, reveals a brand new Women's United States Championship. I'm so excited for this because a lot of people have wanted a mid-card women's title for so long, and here we are going to get one. We have it on SmackDown. I think this is just the beginning. I feel like there's going to be a women's Intercontinental Championship for Raw in the next coming weeks. Hopefully, that'd be great too. Raw's or WWE's women's division is unbelievable. The best out of any company. You can argue with me if you want to. It's going to fall on deaf ears. I will fight it until I will die on the sword, because NXT has the best women's division out of anywhere ever. And Raw has a bunch of talent there. SmackDown has talent. The future is bright for the women's mid-card title. And I'm thinking early stages, who wins the women's United States Championship? Candice with an upgraded role. Maybe Candice, maybe Bayley, maybe Charlotte Flair comes back for it. It's going to be interesting. I can't wait. I did have a thought in my mind. What if Tiffy cashes in and becomes the women's United States champion so that her and Nia can have the 2 titles? I don't love that idea. I want Tiffy to cash in on the main champ, not a mid-card title, but we'll see where they go with that. Okay, I had to write notes again here for the last final thing we saw the night, where the new Bloodline gets to the ring. Solo tells Buffalo, New York, to acknowledge him, and then Roman Reigns comes out. His song hits, he interrupts. Solo tells Roman that he needs to acknowledge him as an undisputed tribal chief. And Roman Reigns asks Buffalo, do you acknowledge Solo as your tribal chief? They all chant no, they boo, and then Roman says, I don't either, and I never will. He says he challenges Solo to a one-on-one where the winner is the only tribal chief, but Solo just laughs and mocks at him. He just finds the whole thing funny. He says, I already beat you. I am the tribal chief. Solo then challenges Roman. He says, if you can find 4 other people to take on us in a War Games match, basically is what it's coming down to, hinting at it. You find 4 people that'll go to war for you. And Roman's just like, 4 other people? There's only 4 of you. And Solo ends up counting. He counts Jacob, he counts Tama Tonga, he counts Tongaloa, counts himself, and then he says the 5th guy is going to be Sami Zayn. And he looks up to the stage. Sami comes out slowly, and they're teasing it. So Solo's basically saying it's going to be us 5 versus you, Jimmy J, and if you find 2 other people to face us for war. And Roman Reigns is like, wait, are you talking about War Games? And so I thought that was pretty funny the way he called him out on that. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. When Roman looks up at the stage to see Sami Zayn, Solo attacks Roman from behind, and then Jimmy and Jay come running down to help, and they're all beaten up. There's a big brawl between both bloodlines here, and then at some point, Solo has Roman down on the mat, and he's kind of lifting him up, and he's yelling at Sami from the stage to come down there and to get in the ring and to kick Roman. So Sami walks down to the ring, gets in there, looks like he's about to boot Roman in the face. He ends up booting Solo in the face, and then war is on again. Jacob Fatu gets in there. Roman Reigns Superman punches him. Another haluva kick from Sami to Jacob Fatu knocks him out of the ring. Roman spears Solo Sikoa. Jimmy and Jay get in the ring. Jay ends up putting his finger up, his one up. Jimmy does the same thing. So you got Sami and Roman staring at each other, and then Sami Zayn slowly raises his finger as well. And then everybody's wondering, will Roman do it? And you know what? Roman freaking does it. Roman puts his finger up too. All 4 men standing there in the middle of the ring with their hands up, their fingers raised for the bloodline. They acknowledge Roman Reigns. They acknowledge one another. And here we are. We got the 4 versus the 4. This is going to be War Games. We all thought Sami was going to be involved. A lot of people didn't want it. I was for it. I'm cool with it. I like it. It just made the most sense out of everything that's happened. Like, why not? So Sami's in there. I still feel like Paul Heyman is going to show up at some point here. I think before Survivor Series. I could be wrong, but I think it'd be cool. He's the last piece that needs to be involved in all of this. But great SmackDown, great way to end it. You all let me know how you feel about SmackDown. I thought it was great. Yeah, leave it in the comments. Please like this video. It does a lot for me. It does a lot for the channel. It helps reach other people, to get them to like these videos, to see these videos, to subscribe to the channel. We want to grow this, We beat our goal. I wanted 1,500 subscribers, but by the end of the year, we're at around 1,600, so that's amazing. But the next goal, 2,000. We got to get there, and I can't get there without all of your help. So I appreciate you checking this out. I appreciate the love, the support. I love talking to you all. I will be coming out with an email video in the next couple of days because I've noticed that I've gotten a few, so keep an eye out for that. Have a good rest of your weekend, my friends. Until we yeet again, as always, stay bitter.